Tricky spellings, the floss rule. In this video series, we're going to be exploring several tricky spelling patterns that can confuse our learners as they read and spell words. First up is the floss rule. This spelling generalization is called the floss rule because generally when F, L, and S are at the end of a short vowel word or a closed syllable, we generally double them. The same can also be said of the last sound of Z, but there are very few words that end with double Z. Now, this spelling generalization can be seen in words like glass, bell, kiss, cross, hill, pass, fell, and even buzz. Now, in order for our learners to know which spelling to put at the end of the words, it helps if we break it down for them. And they specifically need to ask themselves two questions. First, what is the vowel sound? We're actually listening to see if the vowel sound is short. So is the vowel sound short? All right, if it is, we're going to ask ourselves a second question. And does the word have an F, L, S, or Z sound at the end of it? And if both of our answers are yes, we typically will double the last letter. Let's try it with real words as we finish the spelling of each word. The first word is muff. First, I'm going to listen for the vowel sound. Muff. And yes, I hear a short U sound. So I have a check for my first question. Now I need to ask myself what the final sound is in the word. Do I hear an F, an L, an S, or a Z at the end of the word? Muff. Yes, I do. I hear an F sound, so I will need to double the F at the end to spell the word muff. Let's try it with the word cap. First, I'm going to listen for the vowel sound in the word cap. K-ap. And in the word cap, I hear a short A sound. So we have a check for number one. Now I need to ask myself about the final sound. Do I hear F, L, S, or Z sound at the end of the word? Cap. I don't hear any of those sounds, so I'm going to put an X there because I hear the sound of P. And do I need to double the P? No, I don't. So it just needs a single P to spell the word cap. All right, let's try it with one more word. Hill. First, I'm going to listen for the vowel sound. Hill. I hear a short I sound, so I have a check for my first one. And now I need to ask myself what I hear at the end. Do I hear F, L, S, or Z at the end of the word hill? Hill. Yes, I hear an L sound at the end, so I'm going to need to double the L to spell the word hill. Now, knowing and teaching the floss rule is great, but how do you know when you should teach the floss rule to your learners? When are they developmentally ready to learn about it? Well, here's what I think. I think when your learners already know how to spell your CVC short vowel words, that needs to be behind them. They need to know how to spell and read these kinds of words. And as you begin to introduce reading longer words and spelling longer words that are short vowel words that have blends and digraphs at the beginning or the end, I think this is a great time to introduce the floss rule to your learners. Now, with nearly every spelling generalization, you're going to find exceptions. Here are a few words that learners are going to come across while studying the floss rule that are exceptions. In all of these words, you have your short vowel sound, you have the F, L, S sound. Perhaps there are some Z words. I couldn't find any, but in these examples here, you'll see that they all end with those letters, but yet they're not doubled. Another set of extra tricky words would be words like ball, call, stroll, and pull. Now, these words do not have the short vowel sound in them, so I would wait to teach these or introduce these long after they have the short vowel and the listening for the last sound under their belt. If you would like some hands-on work to help your learners with the floss rule, be sure to check out my free floss rule spelling mats. They're no prep, yay, and they come in 2 levels of learning. The link to these mats is in the description for you. Thank you for joining me at This Reading Mama, where you'll find hands-on learning for home or school.